What's up, y'all? We back with another Ask the Stamps video. We got another submitted question that was sent to us, so we're gonna go ahead and check it out. It's another good one, so make sure y'all stay tuned in and let us know what you think. Alright, so this is what he said. He said, what am I supposed to do when my wife's family is controlling her through her granddaughter and her 23 and 27-year-old sons are sharing the bedroom at her house? He then says that he left 9 months after they got married. They got married in 2022, and he left after that fiasco at the wedding. And I tried to take it for a long time, but I just couldn't, so I walked away. We've been separated ever since. We've tried numerous of times getting back together, but the family won't get out the way. The mother refused to take pictures with us at the wedding. The brother refused once and signed and hid behind her as we were taking pictures. It was a mess. One son hid behind her so he wouldn't be in the picture as well. They said they used her and they seen what kind of guy I was and they knew they couldn't use me. I'm not living in the house where two grown men sharing a bedroom. I tried getting her to put God in our marriage, but she chose to go with other people to church instead.
Woo-wee.
So what you got to say? What advice would you give him in regards to this situation? He said he's at his wit's end. He don't know what he should do. So what you thinking about this situation?
Well, I feel like it's not enough to walk away from the marriage. Personally, I don't think it's enough to walk away. I think these are things that they could talk about, like really come to a meetings of the mind on. I don't know if those two grown men who are sharing a room within their home, if was this a situation before they got married? Were they there, or did they come after the fact they had got married? I think he should maybe talk. Maybe they could all come together and talk about, hey, when are you guys moving out? How much time do you guys need to be here? Can we help you transition into a apartment of your own? Something. I feel like they can talk about this and come to an understanding. What you thinking?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a couple things that came to mind. So I agree with you saying, what about the kids? Was they there beforehand or not? Because I feel like when it comes to family, when it comes to the kids, all that stuff, like this is stuff as fellas, you know what I'm saying? We gotta, date our ladies all year round. You feel what I'm saying? We need to be able to see them in every single season, meaning like you need to understand the family structure and what's popping, what's going on. Because if the kids was already there and in her life and they close knit and they was already living, then it shouldn't be a surprise if they was already there when you decided to move into the situation. Now, if it's the after the fact situation, then there's a communication issue and y'all need to figure that out. But at the end of the day, as men and we married and things like that, it's not right for us to be leaving and trying to walk away. I get it that it's hard and it's stressful. Just take a ride in the whip and just come on back home, because that's not how it's supposed to be. So I agree. I just think that this ain't the time to be, trying to be at the wit's end. I think there's communications that need to be had, and I just think that, y'all can keep God first, and y'all need to put y'all marriage first above the kids and the family and everybody else. Y'all marriage and everything y'all got going on needs to come first in that situation. And y'all need to be able to talk, communicate, and figure that out. Because there's no point for you being over here on the side by yourself and she over here doing this. Y'all need to be together, because y'all took them vows together before the Lord at the end of the day. And he's holding y'all accountable, or he's holding you accountable for your wife, because you're the head of the household. So just make sure you take care of business. Go ahead, have them conversations and let it be known, what it is that you want, that you desire, that, hey, these kids, they got to go find their own spot. They too old. Your family can be in your life and we can be cool with them, but they can't be, being all shady and funny towards me, and they need to have respect and different things like that. So that's all I'll say. Have them conversations. Have that communication and that open dialogue so that y'all can work that out.
I agree. I agree. Yeah. And a part of being the head of the household, spiritually, so maybe go on a fast for your wife. Go on a make sure you're praying during your fast and ask the Lord to restore and to intervene. Because this, I believe this can be mended. It really can. And with these two guys, maybe you could maybe there's some benefit in it. Maybe they can pay rent, if they're not paying rent already, maybe it could be something that the household can use.
I feel it. Yeah, there's plenty of ways to work it out, but it just sounds like maybe there needs to be some conversation to get it to that point. And don't underestimate the power of prayer and seeking the Lord and everything else. Tell the Lord what it is that you desire and what you want, what you need. And I honestly guarantee that the Lord will do something. You come to Him about your requests and letting it be known, your concerns. I believe the Lord will do something for you in that situation and work it out for your favor.
Yes. I believe as well. Amen. Yeah, we're hoping the best for you guys. Come on, come back together.
It's true.
Marriage is wonderful. It's really a blessing. It's great when two people are coming together as one. I think y'all could definitely make it through this. It's nothing super horrible. Yeah, okay, your feelings were hurt when the family didn't receive you as well as you may have wanted them to, but hey, you can still work it out. You can still work it out. Maybe you'll have a better relationship with her family as y'all move forward together, So,
I agree.
How do you feel about the wife being used by her family for financial gain?
I can definitely see it. I can understand it. That's your family. You love them, and you want to help them out. But at the same time, like I was just saying, like your union with your husband and stuff like that has to come first, and those need to be conversations y'all having before money is being dispersed from the accounts and everything else. So, yeah, I just think communicate, talk, and figure it out.
What do you think they should do about that? What if we don't know too much information about like exactly who money that is, but if it's her money and they're asking her for her money and she made that money, do you think that is bad that her family is asking specifically her for financial help?
I mean, if it's her money and it's not impacting the joint household, then she can do as she pleases at the end of the day. But it sounds like to some degree, she's being manipulated in some type of way. So it doesn't seem like maybe it's just her money or whatever the case is. So I don't know. What you think?
Maybe if it is joint in any way, like her money mixed with her husband's money a little bit, maybe they can come up with an amount that it's like, okay, you can give this amount to your family if they need it, but do not exceed that. Maybe they can come up with something like that. And if he don't want to be involved at all, then just dish that responsibility on to her, and she can do as she wants with her money to help them.
I feel it. I'm all for helping family. At the end of the day, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I also think family has to understand your marriage and the structure of how things go at the end of the day. Because y'all are a union and connected. So if we talk about finances and money, that's just a conversation y'all gotta have before money is dispersed. And if you gotta say no for a particular season so that they can depend on themselves and do what they gotta do, and that's what you gotta do. Because unless y'all got it like that, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people don't, but y'all got y'all own stuff to be taken care of instead of dispersing it out.
I feel it. Well, these are all things that this couple can talk about.
It's true.
They can come to the meetings of the minds of what is should go on.
It's true.
Because it kind of reminds me a little bit when we first got married, and how you used to go to Myers and spend a bag every single time.
It wasn't a bag, y'all. I don't want to spend no bag.
He used to go to Myers, which is a grocery store in town, and he would spend like $30, $60, $80, $60 again, $80. And I'm like, what are you spending at the grocery store? Right. And then you'll be like, it's stuff we needed from the house.
It's true.
And I'm like, ain't nothing. What we need from the house where you spending all this money constantly, multiple times during the week. And we had to come to a census of like, hey, we only spending $80 on miscellaneous house items, you know, toiletries and all of that. We only spending this amount for the month. And anything that you want extra, you gonna have to just buy that out of your own money on the side, because we can't keep doing this. And it's been like that for the next 6 years. We only spend a certain amount.
It's true. You gotta have them get that balance and that structure. But at the same time, I'm still getting my stuff. You know, don't get it twisted, y'all. I'm still getting what I need to get.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But no, I feel it. I was going to my little Meyer trips and whatnot. I was getting stuff for the house, but at the same time, you know, I feel like that's kind of how I was raised to a certain degree. My dad, he's a very frequent shopper as well. You know, he likes to go here and there from time to time, not always necessarily doing one big grocery haul, you know, for the month or for the weeks or whatever. So I feel like that's where I got it from. But again, like we were just saying, you know, we had our conversation, we got it figured out, we got our, you know, situation together. So I ain't going as frequent, but I'm still getting my stuff.
Yeah, and I'm not opposed to you going to get your stuff, but for our household, this is our limit. And then anything else out of that, go ahead and do your thing, homie.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
So I feel like with the wife's finances, maybe they can come to a meetings of the minds and figure out what they want to do to help the family financially, if there's a limit that, you know, they don't want to go past, or if he don't want to be involved at all, and that's all her. Mm-hmm. So yeah, but this is he going on home, brother. Yes. Go home.
I agree.
Go home. If she ain't cheating on you and stealing your money and treating you wrong and beating on you, then go on home. These are things that y'all can talk about and overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I agree. All right, y'all. Well, that has been Ask the Stamps. As always, if you got questions for us, feel free to DM us. Let us know. Put it in the comments. Just, you know, let us know, because we're going to be doing these videos. You know what I'm saying? So if you got questions, we'd love to help you out and see what's popping and going on.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm.
Till next time.
See y'all.